If I take 20 grand right now and I hand it to an individual, there's a higher chance he's going to turn it into a car note or new furniture by the end of the week. And you know what a great example of that was? PPP. Majority of people got 20 grand. And what'd they do? They took it to, why do you think Bernard Arnault became the richest man during that time period? Notice what's going on. Pay attention to the chat, guys. Look, I've been on however many minutes. Don't nobody want to hear this, but we're going to kick it. Bernard Arnault surpassed Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos during the pandemic to become the richest man in the world. He's no longer that. But why did the LVMH group surpass Amazon and Tesla and Elon and Mark Zuckerberg? Why did he just come from, he was in the top 10, but why did he surpass them? Because all the stimulus money, people took it and they bought dumb shit. The LVMH group owns a bunch of companies that are pretty much centered around fashion and alcohol. Louis Vuitton, Dior, Balenciaga, Moet, Hennessy, so on and so forth. This is what people were spending their money on. This is why the LVMH group and Bernard Arnault became the richest man during that time period, because people were buying dumb shit with the 20,000. There were long lines at Burberry. There were long lines at Gucci. There were lines at Balenciaga. There were lines at Louis Vuitton. People were partying. They were buying 1942. Well, in normal circumstances, they was drinking 1800. They wasn't drinking 1942 before they got to 20,000. They was drinking 1800. They weren't drinking top shelf vodka. They was drinking Tito's. They was spending money on dumb shit. Now you give a financially literate person 20 grand? Give me 20 grand and say, man, Mark, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that 20 grand, I'm gonna turn it into 100. I'm gonna make it shake. All those people that got that 20 grand during that time period, a lot of those people are in a fucked up position now. One of the main reasons is because they went out and bought these cars. They went out and did the dumb shit. They went out and bought homes at a low interest rate, but paid way more for the home, and now they underwater. They went out and bought a bunch of clothes that they're now trying to sell on Poshmark that they can't get anything for because nobody has money to buy used high-end fashion. So you're stuck with it, or you're selling it for pennies on the dollar because of your desperation. A person who's financially literate going to take that 20 and they're going to make it shake. They're going to turn that 20 into 30, or that 20 into 50, or that 20 into 100, or 20 into a million. And guess what? That same 20 most people got during that time period, they could have literally turned it into hundreds or millions of dollars because the market was on fire, both the stock and the crypto market, because it was inflated because of the amount of money people were giving. Companies were over-evaluated. I talk about it. I've shown it in the members only. I bought in the CCIV at $18, sold it at $60. I was in Dogecoin when it was 340, sold it at like 60 cents. I bought Neo at like $1 and something, sold it at $40, had thousands of shares. I've shown these receipts. So why, if you're getting free money, when you could have put it into a market, two markets that will probably never see companies just that overvalued again, that propped up again, when you could have put it into that, Instead, you went and you stood in line at Louis Vuitton. And don't get it twisted. I was already shopping there before that. I was kind of upset that y'all was, because they didn't even like my reps was like, man, you got to stand in line, Martin. Nothing we can do. It's COVID. Man, what the fuck is this line shit? What is this? What is this? Instead, you wanted to go stand in line for hours for something that now is just not even fashionable anymore. Those Ferragamo belts, nobody wears that anymore. It's not fashionable anymore. Those Alexander McQueens that everybody was wearing that during that time, it's not fashionable anymore. It's just sitting in the closet. That's the difference between an illiterate person and a financially literate person. They can get that same 20,000 and one person will be fucked up and the other person will take that same 20,000 and can turn it into 6 and 7 figures. See, I understand how shit works. That is what keeps things going. The powers that be, smart money wants to keep dumb money in debt. And that's why they dangle these things in front of you. And this is why, advertisers, people that advertise on Google and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and things of that nature, they pay good money to advertise because you're consumed with content and they're paying attention to your searches, and then they're popping those ads, and that's how they get you. They've come out with new systems to alleviate some of the credit barriers that a lot of people can't get over because of the decisions that they made, as far as having like a low credit score, because they're just so swamped in debt. They made bad decisions. So they came out with this new system, Klarna, Affirm, Afterpay, where they're a little bit more lenient so that you can continue to stay in debt. They had to. I was talking to one of my homies yesterday, and I told him, I said, remember when back in the day it was very difficult to get a cell phone? Some of you young bucks probably don't remember, but back in the day when cell phones were still very like a new thing, back in the mid to late 90s, even into the 2000s. This is back when, and this is going to take some of y'all young guys y'all going to be like, what? Back when you had to pay for your minutes and then you got free nights and weekends. Like you could call somebody and it would be like 6 PM. They'd be like, man, call me back in 3 hours, man, when my nights and weekends kick in. You have to call people after 9. That's when you did all your caking on the phone back in the day. Like you could just lay up on the phone at 9 o'clock. That's when the phone line would juke because you would get free nights and weekends. During the day, you would have to pay for your minutes. And then roaming was a big thing. You don't really see roaming anymore because we got all these cell towers and shit back now. But back in the day, to get a cell phone you had to go through a credit check. And if you didn't have a good credit, you wouldn't get no cell phone. Nowadays, they'll give anybody a cell phone. You know why? Because studies show that a person who comes across a hard time, financial difficulty, they'll pay their cell phone bill before they pay their rent. They'll pay their cell phone bill before they pay their car note. They know that we can give you this $1,700 iPhone because by hell or hot water, you're going to make sure this bill paid. They're way more lenient now because they see that even the most destitute person will prioritize their cell phone over their rent, their cell phone over their car note. And you guys know, some of you watching may be in a similar situation, have been in a similar situation. Some of you watching may know people that have done this. Boo Bae gonna make sure that phone is paid because she gotta scroll. She gotta check the gram. She gotta see what's going on Facebook. She gotta stay tapped in. She'll go do some strange things for a little change to get that cell phone bill paid. Listen, y'all know what I'm talking about.